is Monday, August the 6th. Can be already August. And we are on the Aligning with Success call. I am hearing some background noise. So let me see if I can mute. Or if you could, I really would appreciate if everybody would mute themselves when they come in. Because I want this call to be an interactive call. So please mute yourself, and once we can, unmute. Okay, some I need to mute. Give me a second, guys. All right. Okay, so now we're ready to get started. It's a couple of weeks now we came back from Orlando. Many of us were in Orlando at the Leadership Summit. Lots of wonderful things. As we know, there's a number of important announcements that were made by Niken and that are kicking off on August 1st. So I will assume, and I hope I'm going to get a lot of yay and thumbs up, that you are excited about what's happening in Niken. Good, because we really should. I really believe everything starts with our attitude, isn't it? If we believe that things are going to get better and things are good, that's what they're going to be. So, but tonight, what I would like to talk about is something that I've been thinking about it for quite a while, and I discussed with some people is, have you noticed that out there in the world of network marketing, there's many companies on there. Some have great products, some have good products, and some have what I will call mediocre products, without naming anybody, okay? But I'm sure that we're all aware of that. Now, no matter which company, we know that in each of those companies, people are making money, right? Some do a little, some do a lot. And I want to address and to talk about something here, which is, why is it when we talk about companies that have mediocre product, that people are able to make some solid income? We all know companies like that. We all know people who are in those situations, aren't we? So why is it, again, that people are able to make some solid income while they are working with a company that have mediocre product, while in Niken, we have fantastic product that have high impact, that are truly life-changing, but somehow, depending on where we are, people are not able to make the money that is possible. Interesting question, isn't it? And why is it within the same company, some people are making money and others are not? So what I want to address today is, what exactly is our message? And I'm going to say something here is, one of the wonderful things on Niken, as I just mentioned, we have high impact product, high quality products, truly life-changing. I believe it's the best anti-aging product, lifestyle product. I mean, you can name it. I love what we've got, right? And that is the big asset that what we have. But to a certain extent, it's our curse. And why am I saying that? Because our products are so good, we can't stop talking about them, and we forget to talk about the other side of the coin, which is the income opportunity. As I'm saying that, how many of you would agree to what I've just said? We can't shut up. Let's call it a spade, guys. Let's call the spade a spade. We cannot shut up talking about the products, and we forget to talk about the other side of the coin, which is the income opportunity. Isn't that the truth a lot of time? When you find yourself, imagine right now, you are finding yourself in front of a prospect, or you're doing an in-home, or you're doing a wellness preview, whatever circumstances. How much time are you spending talking about the product, the health benefit, the life transforming, and how much time are you talking about the income opportunity? I would not be surprised if for the majority of the people, it was 80% on the product and 20% on the income opportunity. Well, as we know, Nikken is all about balance, right? So if Nikken is all about balance, we also need to have a very balanced approach with our business. You know, we may open the door through the product, but it's critical, though, that we talk about the income opportunity. There's I don't know how many of you were at the talk that Dave Roth gave in Orlando, but even if you haven't been, I am sure that if you look at the news, if you look at the survey, all the information that comes through the news and the media worldwide, what are the 3 things that people really want? And I'd love to hear, if you could unmute, I'd love to hear actually some answers from any of you. What do you think are the 3 top things that people want? Anyone? Unmute, please unmute. Yes?
Better. They want good health.
Good health. Okay, what else?
Income.
They want a home.
Income, a home.
Yes.
All right. Well, here's just to say, the top 3 things that people want is they want money, they want to be able to own a home or invest in a home, but they want to have that. And then they want freedom. Freedom meaning flexibility. So, and I know all of us on the line, we are looking for more. We're looking for health, we're looking, but think about it. What is it that people want? It's money. Why? Because that's what makes us take care of our family. That's what helps pay the bill. That's what helps pay the mortgage and the car payment and the college, everything, right? And if we don't have the money, we cannot take care of our family and the things that are important to us. Home. People want to own a home. Even though sometimes it becomes a liability, people want to be able to know that they can afford a home or invest in a home that's going to create income. And then freedom meaning more flexibility, being able to do the things that they want to do. So if that's what people are looking for, are we addressing that? Are we addressing that? And Carmen is just nodding, saying, no, we're not, right? Because, you know, this is so important. You know, one thing, I don't know if any of you have heard me say that, but I've done some training at some point in time. I say, you know, in Nikken, in a way, as consultant, we are, although I use this word very carefully, expert in the wellness, right? You agree? We've got it, right? Now, guys, let me give you some news. Our expertise doesn't matter. What do I mean by that? And I want to just nudge everybody here. I want just to be a little bit of a disruptor here in how we're thinking. You know, one thing that we make a lot of time is because we have such knowledge that we feel that that knowledge, everybody should have it. So then they can use it, right? But boy, guys, it doesn't matter. Our knowledge doesn't matter if that's not what people want. So our expertise, to a certain extent, doesn't quite really matter. And by the way, what people need doesn't even really matter. Because if they don't know that's what they need, they won't care. What people want is what they want. So what is it that we need to do is give them what they want. And by being good at what we do, we show them what they need. And that's when then our expertise come in place. But we need to go that route, not the opposite. I'm hoping this makes sense to you guys. Give people what they want. I remember long time ago, I had one consultant who called me and said, oh, Bernadette, I have this customer and she wants this, she wants the sleep system and this, and I told her no. And I said to her, why? And she said to me, oh, because she needs to learn about Nika and she needs to see the video and she needs to come to the event. I say, no, you give her what she wants, then you educate her afterwards if she wants to, but give her what she wants because she's going to get more excited when she gets what she wants. Right, guys? So think about yourself. Or when you are talking to people, are you addressing people as an expert of Nikan, being an expert of Nikan, an expert in the wellness, or are you really listening to what they want and then providing solution to what they want? Because we've been in Nikan, many of us for many, many years, we look at health and happiness. I'm the first one to say yes to that, as you know. Everybody who knows me, they know that, right? I'm all about that. But you know, for the majority of the people, it's hard, sometimes it's challenging to think about health, to think about happiness when you just when you're just surviving. Or when you're just wondering where the money's coming from so they can pay the bill. Or when you're wondering where the money's coming from when they don't know how they're going to pay the studies for the kids. Makes sense, guys? So before we continue, I'd like to get some input from some of you and reaction to what I just shared with everyone. Who will unmute and share some thoughts here? Have I stunned all of you?
So I've just unmuted. My name is Susan. I live in Washington, D.C.
Yes, Susan.
And again, I have a lot of people in this area who, let's say, are extremely educated or think they are extremely successful or think they are. And so I think the challenge is to really go for what you said. So I'm resonating with this because I think that sometimes my challenge is that I think I need to meet their supposed expertise in the area that they think that they're expert in or whatever. And I think that it's interesting because a lot of people, the biggest thing is, oh, well, I don't have time, I don't have this, I don't have that. But to really understand what it is that they will say what they want, I think is a challenge, but I think you're absolutely right.
Great. Anyone else? Go ahead, comment.
I appreciated what you said about we get so wrapped up in trying to be an expertise in this field or that field, and then we're not duplicatable. I mean, we have to keep it so simple. And I love what you said about just listen and give them what they want. And everybody wants money.
Exactly. Now the beauty, and thank you for sharing that comment. And the beauty is we are able to show them how, they can really create a good income, provide them more freedom. But the beauty is, compared to other products, we have a fantastic product line to back it up, which makes it our business and our income opportunity even more, to me, attractive because you can stand behind. I've seen some people with other companies and I can tell you, they don't really talk much about their products. You know why? Because they know they don't have much to say about their product. Right? And I know you've met some of those companies, and I know you've met some of those people. And that, and I'm looking at something and say, I would not stand behind this in any way. But because we have, again, such a fantastic product line, we diminish the value of the income and the freedom opportunity. Now, I'm going to make an assumption here. Again, I'm going just to poke at everybody, right? If you are all on this call, it's because you want money and freedom. Isn't it? If it was just health, you would not be here. You would be just a very happy customer. You would not take the time and invest the time to be on that call every Monday night and then the other call and other things. Isn't that the truth? Can I have a yes here? Yeah? So if that's why you are here, why is it that maybe you're not finding yourself talking about it enough? That is something you really want to ask yourself, because you want to reassess. I believe that with what Niken has given us, you know, it may not seem like big change, but they're big change. This is really big, you know, the packs, I mean, the change, the queue that is going away, I think that's fantastic, and right? It's big. There is no reason why your business would be totally different in 6 months. But it starts here. It starts here. It starts with your mind. Will you look at your business today in a different way? Will you assess where you are today and ask yourself, what do I need to shift in my approach, in my thinking, that will allow me to shift my results? Am I finding myself talking about one product or few products and then getting caught into detailing what the products are versus talking about really what we have to offer? Right? And then ask yourself, if you're not sure of how to shift it, that's okay. First, be aware. You know, everything starts with self-awareness, guys. When we are not aware of what we're doing, we can't shift. Agreed? So be aware of what it is that you're doing today and ask yourself, is this producing result or is it not? If it's not producing result, and by the way, you need to know what results you want, right? You need to know results. If you don't have business goals, I'm sorry, guys, you're not in business. And it doesn't matter to me if it's about making $500 a month, $1,000 a month, but if you do not have business goals, you are not in business. You're doing volunteer work. Tonight I've decided just to nudge a little bit in different ways, right? And hopefully that's going just to make you think in a different way. It's a brand new month. It's a new time in Niken. I really believe that, guys. And I really believe that everybody can shift their results. But you need first to know, what am I doing that's not working and producing results? Or what am I doing that is producing results? Because then you stop what's not working and then you do more of what's working. Sounds obvious, but a lot of time I don't really see that happening, right? And the other thing is, if you don't know, then know your business goals and then ask your whoever you're working with and say, so what can I do to shift? What can I do to shift? Right? And be patient with yourself, because, you know, a lot of time we just want a big change in our results quickly. Well, you know, and I know we all agree to that. Compounding is critical, isn't it? We do something every day. A lot of time people think, oh, to make a big difference in my results, I need to shift a lot. I need to make a big change. Not true. Not true. It's the big result, the big shift, the small change, the small shift that happens day after day after day, week after week after week, that will create the big shift in the result. It's compounding. We all understand the compounding effect in terms of money. Let's apply that same principle to effort. Right? So really, you know, our message, what is our message as a whole in Niken? What is your message yourself when you're sitting down? Are you talking more about the products? And I'm sure if that's what you're doing, you're probably getting objections such as, how does it work? Or I'm not sure if it's working, actually. I'm sure it's in my head, right? Or it's too expensive, or I can't afford it. I would not be surprised if that would be some of the objection you're getting. Why is it that some people will invest in their sleep pack, in their water pack, just like that, and others will not even buy a pair of insoles because maybe sometimes the approach is more product and technology versus what benefit? It's benefit of the product, it's benefit of the business. It's really about leading with vision and leading with the message. What is our message in Nikken? When we talk about the philosophy of Nikken, which is the 5 pillars of health, right? As the mind, body, family, society, finances, it's all connected, isn't it? And I know you've heard this many, many times before. When we just find ourselves talking about the products, we talk about just a fifth of the message of Nikken. We're not giving the whole message. So, and the other thing is, let's be a lot more, relaxed about it. When we're so sometimes eager and focused on numbers, that those numbers just makes us too intense in our approach, right? I need to sell so many things. I need to make so much money. When we think that way, then it's all about me, and which means that the people are going to hear it, and they say, well, you're trying to sell me something so that you can make money off me. Rings a bell? Right? Well, because that's the energy that we are transferring through our thoughts. Versus really looking at what is the message I'm giving you, and you'll do what you want with the message, but that's my message. That doesn't change because my message is about you. It's about me being able to assist you if you want more money, if you want more freedom, if you want more flexibility. Let's open the mic here. And what question or reaction here?
I could relate to Susan a little bit. I used to live in DC, and you come across a lot of people that they just know it all. And I don't care what you throw at them, they're trying to top it. It's kind of like even when you do a muscle test, no matter what you do, they're still trying to defeat you to keep their hand from going down.
I have a very simple solution for you. Next. Don't try to convince.
Just go on to next.
You're absolutely right. There will be some people who will always disagree with you, whatever you say. Who will even with the test of the product guys, will even try to fake the result. I've had that, and I know when they do. Mm-hmm. And I just don't care. Next.
Right.
Don't spend time on people who needs to be convinced. There's many people out there who we haven't talked to. So if you're finding that you're always getting resistance, then maybe some of the question is, am I talking to the right people, or am I trying to convince people who really don't care?
It really depends on whether you're dealing with that person alone or you have a group of people. Usually if I can't test the person or it's not testing properly, I found reason to move on to somebody.
It's not difficult. Just be relaxed about it. I do this in groups. I don't necessarily I really believe it's our posture, guys. If your belief is there, don't let anybody take that belief and conviction away from you. Right? Because if we let the others just really just shaken up, then they will feel actually that our conviction is not there. It's so important. Our posture is so important. I've had some people who said it doesn't, and say, and then I say, on some people it responds, the test works and so on, but that's okay. Let's find someone else. I'll just move on to another guest. I am not bothered at all. I've had some people, and and tonight, guys, you may hear things and say, "Oh my gosh, Bernadette is a bit tough tonight." Well, I don't know if I'm tough. I'm just saying it as it is, guys, because I want us to succeed. It's time that everybody succeed. It's time that everybody really just make those adjustments. I've had some people, some consultants sometimes, who brought in some guests. And I can tell you, I've heard everything and anything in all those years. And one guys that come to mind, he say, "Oh, I don't care about health." Right? And sometimes you wonder, are they pulling your leg or not? Right? So I continue, and turns out that he really doesn't care about health. Right? So I know he's married, I know he has a family and has children, so I'm trying to find out whether or not he will care about this for his family. And he says to me, "No, I really don't care." And turns out that he really didn't care. Now, most of us maybe would say, "What do you mean you don't care about your family's health and your children's health?" Right? Maybe we get upset with that. But when I realized it was true, I just moved on and say, "But well, you know what? I don't think we've got anything else to talk about." And people look and say, "Really?" Yeah.
I did that one time. I was excited. The guy was in pain. He was walking on 2 canes. He asked me to come into the restaurant and talk with him. I did. Showed him the insoles, and he was like, "I don't care how high those things make me go."
But here we're talking about products. I want to really end this call, and it's going to be a short call tonight, guys, because Mike asked me to hold this call, and I have a meeting at 6:30, so I'm literally just fitting in half an hour for tonight's call. But I really want to ask each and every one of you is, what is your message? Ask yourself, guys, what is your message? Are you just, again, focusing on the product, or are you really giving a bigger picture? Remember, we provide first what people want. Because the beauty is when we give them what they want, guess what? They want more. Because now they realize that we can help them with more. And that's what we want to do. Right? So because we've been in ICANN for such a long time, now use your knowledge and your experience to show them that you can assist them further in their growth. That's what you want to do. But use your experience to show them that. But don't present yourself as an expert in wellness. Listen. That's why asking questions are absolutely critical. Absolutely critical. When we sit down with someone, we should be listening 80% of the time. 80%. I firmly believe that, because it's amazing when people open up what we learn. And then we ask them, "So when you mentioned this, how serious were you about it? And what are you going to do about it? Or what solution do you have about your stress level, or about the fact that you hate your job, or anything?" But it's really about asking a lot of questions, listening 80% of the time, so then the message is in alignment with what ICANN is about. All right, guys? So I hope you found this teaser, this nudge helpful. The key thing is again, as a closing, is identify what's not working for you. Make sure you have your business goals. There's 5 months to go. Lots of time to do some really good things. But don't think short term, longer term, right? Ask for help. Ask for help. The more you ask for, and by the way, asking for help doesn't mean that somebody's going to do it for you. It means ask for their advice. What could you do better? All right, guys, have a fabulous week. I wish you a fabulous month. Let's win together. Sounds good? All right, guys. Bye-bye.